Hey everyone, welcome back to another video of Coding Blaze. And in today's video, we'll see how you can deploy your Node.js application over Amazon EC2. So let's get started. And you can see the application here. I have forked one GitHub repository, that is to-do app, on my GitHub. I will also provide the link in the description of this repository. Well, it is public repository. So once let's try to run this application. I have already run this application here, but I will run this for you from this beginning. So let's open the VS Code and I'll open the to-do app. And here I will simply write npm start. So once you clone it first, so you also have to run one command, that is npm install. And I have already done that. You can see here node module file exists, sorry, the folder exists. And here you can see the server is already running on port 8000 and database is also connected. And the database that I am using is my local database of the MongoDB. Okay, no worries. Now let's go to the localhost 3000, 8000, and here you can see the to-do list. Once I have already tested it to add some data. So you can see one to-do is already added here. So let's delete this and press yes. Okay. So there is no any data, and let's add one data, that is test data. Hi, this is test description, and done. Let's click on save, and you can see here one to do is added. Well, so this is a well structured one Node.js app. I hope you must have one which you have to host. Okay, so let's try it to host over Amazon AWS, and we'll see every single step how you can host. So first let's go to the AWS dashboard, and let me log in into my AWS dashboard. Then I'll show you the the AWS dashboard screen. So let's go and sign in into the console. Okay, I was already logged in, so I have redirected. I have been redirected to the home page. Okay, here you can see there is one option, that is EC2. Okay, and if you don't have, then you can search here also, and in the services it is listed here, that is EC2. Okay, so you can search here also, that is EC2, and you can see here virtual servers in the cloud. So we'll rent a virtual cloud here. So let's see how we can rent there. And you can see the option instances. Simply the instances means a computer, a cloud computer which you have to rent. Okay, understood. Now instances running, you have to click here, and you can see there is no any instances running here, means I don't have any cloud computer right now where I can put my Node.js code and run it. Okay, fine. Now I have to create a new instance, that is a new computer. So create a launch instance, and you have to give some name. So suppose this is my list to do app, and I will be hosting this app here. But in case if you are hosting many application, many Node.js application, you can give some name here, like I am giving it test server. Basically it will be our server. Okay, and the image, the operating system that we are going to use is Ubuntu, and Ubuntu 24 is latest, so we'll leave it. Okay, and you can choose the instance type, that how much space, storage and RAM and CPU, all what you want. Currently I will be using the free tier application, because this is a tutorial video, so I'll be using this. And now here the important part, and the part which is most important comes, that is the keep your login. So when you have created an instance, now the second part comes, that you have to connect to your computer, to the cloud computer. So this keep here will be used once you connect to your instance. So we'll click create new key pair. Basically it is a SSH process, so we'll give some like to do. Okay, and leave it and click on keep here. Okay, you can see one key is downloaded here in my downloads file, and here it is also selected like to do. Okay, done. Now leave it all, and now click on the launch instance, and it will create a instance in your AWS. Okay, fine. It is created now. Now we'll go to the EC2, and you can see here instances running will be 1 after some time. But it is not running right now. Okay, it is running now. Now test server. Okay, let's refresh this again, and let's see what is happening. Instances EC2 dashboard, and you can see running instances are 1. Done. And we'll go to this test server. Sorry, this one. Okay, here you can see all the information about your computer, like your the public IP address where on which you can access your computer or hosted applications. Now, will the first thing we have to do is to connect our local computer with the cloud computer. So let's connect it, and you can see some process here. So it might be possible, like you must be redirected to this tab. So you have to go to SSH client, because we'll be using the SSH client to connect to our computer. Okay, and our terminal. So let's open our terminal here. Done. We are in our terminal now. Now you can see there was an key that was downloaded. So what we'll do, we'll go to the downloads folder, cd downloads, and if you are in a window computer, you can simply open command prompt from the downloads folder. Okay, fine. Now what it is saying, that change we have to change the permission of that key, because this key is private key, so it must not be shared with anyone. So we have to make it private. So this is a simple command, chmod, and simply will paste it here and click enter. Okay, done. And now the other part come is now the connecting. Okay, so let's paste this SSH into the your computer with the key, that is todo.pem, which was downloaded here. Okay, now press enter. Okay, now it is asking, are you sure want to continue? Then click on yes, or type yes and press enter. Okay, now from the next time it won't ask for yes or no. Okay, now we are connected into our computer, that is user is Ubuntu, but we want to access it as a root user. So sudo -i. Okay, now we are connected as a root user, so we can do anything whatever you want, because we are now as a root. Okay, so now what we will be needing, the first part that we'll be needing is the source code of this app. But to host this, we'll be also needing a server, because we have rented the server, but we don't have installed the server which will handle all the requests. So in this video, or in this case, we'll be using the Nginx, because it is very much simple and very much best for hosting a Node.js application. So we'll simply do what is sudo apt update. First, let's update our system, because it might possible, like we have installed old version or old image, so we need to update this. So it will take some time, and done. And now we'll run sudo apt upgrade. Okay, done. It will also take some time and upgrade all our packages. Okay, after this we'll be installing the Nginx over our server. Okay, so let me show you one thing. When you go back, you can see a public IPv4 address. Okay, and let me copy this and paste this here. And when I have hit this, you can see no any page is opening here, and we are not getting any kind of response, and we are not getting any kind of a page. Okay, so how you can see, sorry, we can't see. I was just trying to show you how you can install the Nginx and how it works. So I'll simply install Nginx here. So sudo apt install Nginx. It will install the Nginx package over our server, and it will manage all the requests. Okay, done. Now we have to check the Nginx is running or not. So simple sudo systemctl status Nginx. Okay, Nginx is running. Now let's try to reload this again, but still it is not responding. Once again, let's click on connect and hit this. Again, it is not working because of firewall security reason, as I think. So let's go to the you know the security option, and in the outbound rules, you can see here in the inbound rule and in the outbound rule, sorry, there is let me go again to the security part, and you can see here. So for adding the inbound rule, we'll click here on the security group, and there you can see edit a inbound rule. Done. Now we'll add a rule that is custom TCP. All right, and by default Nginx work over the port 80 and uh, allow it from anywhere and save rules. So it will allow access over port 80 from anywhere. So you can see welcome to Nginx. So Nginx server is now hosted and it can be also accessed here. Okay, all right. Now what we have to do is install git here so that we can clone this code from here to here. All right. So let's see git is already installed or not. Okay, git is already installed here, so we'll not there is no requirement of installing. So what we'll do is copy its code, and no login is required because it's already a public repository. All right, now I'll simply write, we don't have to clone here because this is the home path, so we'll create some path. Okay, all right, we'll go to home, and here we can create. So mkdir projects. Okay, now let's move to that directory. All right, here we'll clone the application. You can see application is cloned. Now let's go to do app. All right, but you can see here there is no any node modules folder, sorry, no any node modules file. Fine, so we have to install the node module here, but before installing the node module we have to install node.js here. So what we'll be doing, that install node.js in the ubuntu, and I hope there is simple command, that is sudo apt install node. I hope so. Okay, so we have to use the node.js command here and press y. All right, the node.js will be installed now, and we'll simply check by node/v. Done. The 18 version of node.js is now installed. Now we can install all the packages here. So simply called npm is not installed. Okay, so we have to also install the npm. So we have to install the npm also. All right, it will take some time, so let's wait. And the next part that we have to install is our database. So we'll also go to the documentation of MongoDB, how we can install that. So MongoDB installation Ubuntu, Ubuntu, and now go to the official documentation of MongoDB, and we'll simply copy paste all the commands from here from the website. Okay, you can see all the commands. So let's wait until it's get completed of the npm, and after that we'll be using the we'll be installing the MongoDB. All right, you can see here the npm is installed. So let's try to install our packages first. Okay, it's working fine, and I hope all the modules are installed here. You can see node modules done. Now what we have to do is to install the MongoDB database here. So we'll simply copy and paste everything, and it will install everything here. You can see the version that we have noticed while creating the instance. So we'll use this command here, and done, and done. It will upgrade all our packages, and it will install the MongoDB server. Done. Now we'll check uh, it's running or not. So let's see it is installed or not. It will take some time, so you don't have to worry or something kind of. And remember, it doesn't depend over your local computer speed or processor. And I have pasted that, and start the MongoDB server. Now we'll see the status. Okay, and you can see it's active and running. All right, now it's time to start our server. So npm start, and we'll see the logs here. You can see server is started on port 8000 and database is also connected. Now we can view our app over the port 8000. So go to the port 8000, but you can't see your application even it's running, because there is a firewall cache, because you don't have added port 8000 here. You can see in the inbound rule only port 80 and 22 is added. So port 22 is for the SSH for connecting, and port 80 is for the Nginx. Now edit and add HTTP rule, that is port 8000, and this can be accessed from anywhere. Either you can access, either your friend can access, either your relatives can access. Done. Now let's try to refresh this. Let's copy and paste it here. We'll wait some time until this security server will get set up. I think we have added some mistakes here. Sorry, we have made some mistakes here. No, we don't have made any mistakes. You can see your to-do list over your uh, you know uh, server that is running now. Now the problem is, when I will close this session or terminate this session, this application will destroyed. But it needs to be running 24 into 7. Okay, so before doing that, let's try to add some data here. So you will taste data and test description data, and click on save. All right, you can see the data is added, and let's try to refresh this, and you can see data is showing. Done. Now let's close this session. Okay, now let's try to refresh this. You can see the site can't be reached right now because the application is closed. So we'll be using the PM2 for running it 24 into 7. So how it works, let's see. Now install npm I globally pm2. Globally will install a package that is pm2, and pm2 will manage our node application. Okay, done. So we'll do pm2. Before doing pm2, let's click ls, do ls, and you can see index.js file. So we'll do pm2 start index.js. Done. Now you can see index is online and running. Now you can see pm2 logs. You can see database connection successful and service running on port 8000. Now let's refresh this. You can see again our server is up and running, and our data is also visible. And that's all. And if you close this session, if I close this, terminate the session of terminal and refresh this, again the server is running 24 into 7. And I hope everything got clear in this video. And if you have any queries or any questions in any part of the video, or rather than this video, then you can mention me in comments. And that's all for this video, guys. Meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you and keep shining.